I'm not gonna pee. I'm not gonna pee this time. I'm not gonna pee this time. All right, are you ready? No.
I just have
Do
to...
we need to pause? Can I
Is
say?
it on?
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Hi, everyone.
19 seconds of nada.
Okay.
Ready?
I don't have a lot. Oh,
Action. You may be asking yourself, why the Allie and Odds show people are wearing long sleeves in June? Mm-hmm. You want to know why? Because our weather sucks.
Yeah, it's been
and
raining.
It is crazy cold.
Flooding,
so I'm
raining.
You have pants on,
I
but
have just
I have shorts on.
Athleisure.
You're athleisure, yeah. But don't worry, I still am like hot and sweaty 90% of the time.
Same.
That's why I have to have my legs airing out.
I sweat all night long.
I know.
Like Lionel Richie once said.
I don't think you said sweating all night long.
All night.
Sweating
all
like
night
a beast. Sweating. We could be like the poster children for perimenopause, menopause. Oh, look at this is what we taled about last time.
Did you leave anything out?
No.
Okay.
All right, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. A minute.
Welcome to the Allie and Odds podcast.
Episode number 15.
Is it 15?
Yep.
Oh, that's crazy. I did see if I wore this shirt. I wore it 4 months ago in another episode.
I actually thought about that when I got dressed today, too.
So we maybe were wearing the same thing in episode
I
whatever
don't think
it was.
I've worn this shirt yet.
I think maybe you have, but okay. So you can subscribe to us for free on YouTube at Allie and Odds. Follow us on Instagram, Allie Odds Podcast. We need to do a better job with our Instagram. We need a social media coordinator. We need a volunteer social media coordinator if anybody wants to be taking that job. Cheers. So you know how I just held that out so I didn't I went to the eye doctor the other day, yesterday.
Do you want to borrow my reading glasses?
No, I don't need them.
Oh.
And I said, well, duh, because my vision is so bad. I think the universe is like, don't let her get readers yet. But he ran me through the fucking ringer. He's like, lens 1, lens 2, lens 1, lens 2, lens 1. And he always, you know how sometimes they're like 3 or
It's
4,
like you're going to
3 or 5.
give the wrong answer.
Yes.
You feel very anxious.
And then when they push the knobs like that.
Your knobs or the machine?
Well, not my knobs. That'd be harassment, brother. But yeah, when they turn it and they like push on your face and you're like, do you remember there's a face back here? Can you just
I guess my person's gentle then.
No, mine's not. He's an old dude.
Sure.
It's all good though. It's like old school in that office.
Is that the place that Tigers told you about? Oh, okay. Way to go, girl.
They're super, super nice, but they're just really old school. And I came from someplace that was very forward thinking in their stuff. So there you go.
Well, lucky.
Yeah. I mean, they still have like lenses in a briefcase that looks like a briefcase that you carry. And they like put the lens in, like, is this contact better? Is this contact better? Blah, blah, blah.
Really?
Yeah. I know.
I don't even know what you're speaking of.
Anyways,
I've never heard of that before.
there you go. So, note to self, my eyes are still stable. At a negative 10.5 in one eye and a negative 9.5 in the other. So top
So
that.
one time you don't want to be a 10.
So basically, if anybody broke into my house, the cops are like, do you have a description? Yeah, they were like pretty blurry, blob shaped. Yeah.
You don't
I
want to do that.
I couldn't really tell.
I can't even really see, and I'm not even close to that.
Yeah.
3 and a 4 or something.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if you ever need contacts, you can't borrow from me. All right. I have a couple things to talk about. First thing, do you remember when I sent you a video about why you need to sleep with your mouth closed?
Oh, with the, taping and all that stuff? Yeah.
So the reason, if you're wondering why as you're getting older, you're getting uglier, it's because you're sleeping with your mouth open. So tape your mouth shut when you
I wear
sleep.
a mouth guard. So I have to keep my mouth closed. Otherwise, I'll drool all over everywhere.
So that's good. That's why you're not getting ugly as you get older. But they said you can get uglier because you lose.
Like they said ugly?
Yeah, they said ugly.
Or you age. That
No.
doesn't necessarily mean you're ugly.
They said you're ugly. I mean, it sounds like a pretty reputable place, but, They said also, like, if you don't have a jawline anymore, part of it is because of sleeping with your mouth open.
Okay.
And the other thing is because our society, think about this, doesn't chew hard food anymore. Like, maybe back in the day, like, what did they have? Hard candy where you're sucking on stuff or whatever?
I have that still. What about, like, potato chips and stuff like that?
That's not hard. Your jaw doesn't have to work at that.
Or, like, bones? Are they talking
I don't know.
about bones?
So basically, the moral of the story is I need to get like a chew toy like my dog has in order to not get ugly and get my jaw back. Yeah. So that's why they say to do jaw exercises.
On a note of that, sleeping on your face like
God, that hurts kind of.
When I received Botox previously, I do not.
How many
have
times
it.
have you done
I wish
Botox?
I had it a couple times.
Is it expensive?
Yes, and I feel like my body metabolizes it really fast.
Does
and
it hurt?
I don't have the ability to continue to spend that kind of money.
Yeah.
So, but she said if you lay on, so like it'll lift your brow a little bit and can do some other stuff, and depending on what side you sleep on can depend on how it deposits.
Your Botox?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I was saying I feel like it's kind of droopy, and then she was like, "Do you sleep on that side?"
Oh,
so
I
she
see.
did
It's
a little like
it puddles. Can you
Yeah,
imagine?
yeah,
You get a
kind of.
couple vials and
Yeah.
you have like
Then
this
you're like-
big thing, and they're like, "Oh, did you just get Botox? You have to sleep on this side to like even it out."
Yeah.
What if that's what Botox did? What if it just like bulbous right here or here?
That would be horrible and not beautiful.
Well, then people probably wouldn't use it.
Can I say something about the food thing?
Yeah, you can say whatever you want.
That's why I was just looking at my phone. I don't really need to look anymore. But did you know that Pringles are not really a potato?
I did.
Did you see that?
Yes.
It's like mush.
Yeah.
They extrude processed things together
Yeah.
and make it into like a paste and then dry it into a chip form. It's not even a real potato.
There's a lot of things you eat that aren't real food.
So there you go. There's an explanation of that.
Did you know that licorice is made out of flour? It's basically flour paste, colored flour paste.
It's my favorite thing.
Think about that
red
next
vine.
time you're like, oh, I'm going to go have some. But don't they tout licorice as
I'm
gluten
going to pound a bag of licorice.
You're going to pound?
Yeah.
Like
I
that?
love it. I like it when it's stale though. So maybe that will helps my jaw stay nice. Because I do like when it's stale.
Yeah.
I leave the package open.
What other hard food could you eat to like
Jolly
exercise your...
Ranchers. I love them.
Yeah, but how is that getting here? Gosh. How is that getting here?
What are you saying? Yeah, what's hard? I saw something seeing you do that. You're supposed to push your tongue up behind your front teeth with your mouth
When
closed.
it's hard.
See, it's working that.
Oh, okay.
Double chin.
I don't know. You could chew on a bone.
Whose bone?
Okay, enough. Next subject. Speaking of food,
Okay, mark the Pringles off.
don't eat Pringles. They're not real chips. Okay. I was thinking about this as I was making some food because I've started cooking more at home because we're trying to save money, and I'm going to talk about a new show I watched that is very inspiring for me. But I'm like, okay, what are some foods that you used to eat as a kid or prepare where you didn't think any different, but then maybe as you've gotten older or you went to people's houses or you see how other people prepare the same thing and you're like, yeah, the way I ate it as a kid was weird. And I'll give you an example.
Macaroni and beans.
I like macaroni and beans. Like
Brown
baked beans.
Brown beans.
Yeah. Like when my mom would make like tuna salad, right, out of the
Hot
can.
tuna or cold tuna salad?
Cold tuna.
Okay.
Not even salad. Just like cold tuna
Oh.
out of the can. Like the mayo to tuna. The
ratio was real wet.
It was disgustingly wet.
Did you use mayo or Miracle Whip? This is
Miracle
another
Whip.
question.
Yes, Miracle Whip.
People hate Miracle Whip.
I don't like it anymore. I'm a Hellman's mayonnaise.
I would have a Miracle Whip sandwich. Just
What?
Miracle Whip and bread.
I would just eat Miracle Whip and cheese. Are you shocked by that?
You just like make a little sandwich.
Yeah.
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 And everybody thought it was weird, but my grandma would always make a fried egg sandwich with mayo, right?
Well, they say that's the best way to make like a grilled cheese and stuff is to put mayo instead of butter.
So we were a really big Miracle Whip mayo family.
Yeah, we were too.
And then I think my mom, like, God bless her, she was always worried about getting people sick, so she would overcook chicken. Maybe that's what I should do. I need to dry out some chicken and chew on that.
Yeah.
Chicken jerky. I'll have a jawline, snatched jawline before you know it.
Perfect.
But is there anything else that you, like your mom made or that you
We always had goulash.
Is that just like ketchup?
Noodles. No, not ketchup. Noodles and like sauce. Probably sometimes some meat. You get protein in there. We would have tuna hot dish all the time. And I would put brown beans with that too. So good.
Ew. Tuna.
Yeah. What else did she... My mom did not like a lot of foods, like fruits, vegetables. Maybe more fruit she liked, but veggies. So we never had that. So when I left home was when I experienced and started eating a lot of the foods.
Experimenting? You would start experimenting?
Yes.
With food?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything else really that she made that was really weird.
My mom used to make like Oscar Mayer bologna where I keep saying brand names. We're not sponsored by Oscar Mayer, but yeah. And then like the bologna bubble would happen and I'm like, Mom, the bubble, Mom, the bubble. But that's all processed meat too. And I'm like, nowadays. What about like Kevin? Did he grow up with anything?
I think they ate pretty like same like meatloaf on Thursdays, this on Mondays, blah, 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 whatever. I think his mom cooked a lot.
Yeah.
But always the same stuff.
Yeah.
Like a square meal when Dad got home from work kind of deal.
It was ready to go. Yeah. John's family, I don't think they did a lot from scratch. I think there was, but he grew up in the 70s? So like it was when the convenience foods were coming out. So like, I think their mashed potatoes on Thanksgiving were like flaked mashed potatoes, which nothing wrong with that.
I made some mashed potatoes for real today, but I usually can use flakes sometimes.
But can you tell everybody my superpower tonight?
I was supposed to be in charge of gravy, and I did not make it, but Audrey just whipped it right up.
I'm like, don't worry about it, because you're like, let me drive home and get the brown gravy. I'm like, no, just don't worry about it. Just come on in, take a seat. Yeah. Let me make the gravy.
My mom always made a good meatloaf, and I still love meatloaf. Sometimes when you had things when you were kids and you don't love it anymore because you ate it all the time. Yeah, but she made it with Lipton onion soup mix or whatever, and I always loved that. And now...
But meatloaf is one of those things that's super hard because, like, if you...
Well, maybe it'll help your jaw get snatched.
I want a snatch jaw. No, it's hard because, like, when you grow up with a recipe like that... Mm-hmm. That's what you expect. So, like, I make a sweeter meatloaf, and you would absolutely hate my meatloaf.
I don't like it already.
I don't like it.
About it. I make the Mexicali meatloaf, and that's actually really good. Yeah. It has salsa and corn and stuff in it.
Do you think people are really going to enjoy this episode about food? Hey, why don't you guys comment? Use the comment section. We say this every episode. Tell us some of the crazy things that you guys used to eat growing up.
Do you have anything else? Do you want to know a fact?
And also let me know something hard I can chew on that will snatch
your
my
jaw. So you have a relationship with church. Mm-hmm. So I heard this statistic.
Are we really going to church?
We're not. It's just a statistic that I thought was pretty fascinating. Mm-hmm. So worldwide,
Mr. Worldwide,
there's 36,000 McDonald's. Worldwide.
36,000
like McDonald's.
Like a Le Chicken, like in France.
Sure.
What do you think the Russian McDonald's is?
Scary.
No, I don't think so. There's parts of Russia that
they always have different foods kind of though. Yeah. Depending on their culture. I think they can have different things. So churches in the United States, guess how many churches are in the United States of America?
125,000.
380,000 churches in the United States of America.
Why do you need that many churches?
314,000 of them are either Protestant or Christian.
So 380,000.
Yeah. In the United States.
Yep.
314 of them are a form of a Protestant or Christian religion.
Where did the Catholic religion go?
Well, I think that would fall under Christians.
Oh, they're calling that under Christian. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, I think there's too many churches. So you know what that means then? If there's 380,000 churches, there's got to be at least 400,000 bars. Because don't you, like every small town you go to, there's the church on the corner and then the bar on the corner.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Well, and we watched that TikTok show, the documentary.
Yeah, I talked about it last time. Scary.
We finally watched that. That was very interesting.
Yeah. Did you agree with my observation that a church stops being a church and becomes a cult when it is like down to the leader saying you can only do things because of them?
That, and the other piece, I think that is a big piece, is money. Yes. The control of money. Your money, if you're giving it to them or they're taking it or however that works. That's
against your will or feeling guilty or obligated.
Yeah, right.
Is that what you mean?
Well, just like, you know, how they were like, sign all these checks and then you're going to write this church. Or like even I think when Kevin's dad was alive, so I think he still sent a check to the church down here. He belonged to it. But, you know, it's just that kind of like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Weird.
It is interesting. Very interesting.
Should we talk about the Twins game?
Yeah.
We went for Father's Day. We went to the Twins game.
We took the fathers out.
And the kids.
I think that looked like I was wiping. Oh, Lord, I'm too hot. No, I was going to go, how do they do the Godfather in Italian like that?
Never watched that
I'm not
movie.
trying to make fun of any Italian mafia, but what do they do like in the movies? Hey. Oh, like that. Do they do that?
Yeah, I never watched
You don't watch mobster movies?
Well, I don't. But I don't know what
like Scarface? You've never...
What's that?
I feel like we just
What do they do on Friends?
I think we just swore.
That's it.
Sorry. We'll have to ask our
deaf community.
We'll have to ask our zine friends. Because they're from Italy, so they might know. Yes, Father's Day was fun.
Yep.
And we told our bartender, well, not our bartender really. When we would go and get some cocktails, we told him about our podcast.
Very expensive.
So, hey, Lance, nice to see you if you're watching us. Oh, and I was going to bring our thing that we got. Yeah. So we got talked into getting. Do you have
it still?
It's 20. Yeah. We'll grab it for after hours. It's like 28 inches. It's 28 ounces of a margarita for $28.
It was $33
with tax. So, did we drink that or did we share that?
I think we shared it.
That's why my stomach hurt so bad.
Yeah, things got a little...
It was fun. Somebody hurt their ankle.
It was very expensive.
It was hot, though. It was so hot. So hot.
But it was fun. Yeah. Everyone had fun. How many did we have? 9?
Yeah, it was good. Everybody got along. Yeah. Nobody was fighting.
No.
Really?
There was arguments?
No, I don't think there was arguments. So happy Father's Day, belated Father's Day to everybody. I'd highly recommend going to some sort of game where you can just let them enjoy the environment.
Yeah.
But save your pennies because it's expensive.
So expensive.
But it's something you don't do all the time, so it's fine. Okay, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Garage sales.
Love them. I want to go to them. I don't want to have one.
Okay, but we're going to have one, right?
Sure.
Why do you like going to them?
Because I like a deal. I did see a sign when I drove by here the other day that said there was an
future garage
estate sale. Which those are fascinating. Avery, whatever.
What? No, just wait. What's the difference?
Well, you just go into the house and everything's for sale.
Okay. I could buy that bedspread.
Yep. So they went to one that was over behind the McDonald's. Speaking of those.
Yeah.
And that little community.
One of the... How many McDonald's?
36,000.
Yeah.
And didn't I tell you this? They bought me a Rolodex.
Oh my God, that's
like an old-fashioned Rolodex for my office, and it actually had all the ladies. She was higher up at that company you worked at before the company you're at now.
Yeah.
All her contacts are still in there.
You should call them up and be like, "Hey, this is Rose's assistant.
I need a job."
So really, I've never been to an estate sale. That's
and
hard.
They usually set, like, there's preview times I think you can do a little, but otherwise,
Are things cheap at estate sales, like a garage sale, or?
Well, I think the goal is usually the family's trying to get rid of everything, and that's a good way to do it. Because then people just take it. I'm trying to think if they got something else, maybe a coffee table or something.
Do they have like bouncers at the door of these estate sales?
I
to
think
make
there
sure
are
nobody's
like
stealing
well,
things?
there's people who you pay. It's run by a company, not
Okay.
by the family generally.
I'd be like, listen, did you pay for that brass monkey?
yeah. When
Do you see what I did there?
the Peeps was little, I did see what you did.
Real ones will
She
know
loved a garage sale. Her and I would go garage sailing. She'd get dresses. She always liked to wear little dresses when she was little.
See, I went garage sailing with one of my grandmas, but she was also a hoarder. So every time we'd bring stuff, I'm like, Grandma, where are you putting this? Like,
Yeah.
your trailer's full, the barn is full, the upstairs
And did she
is
have
full.
something specific she bought? Or just anything?
Just
she wasn't
any-
like addicted to like handbags.
She's
or
addicted to
shoes.
stuff.
Okay.
She did have a lot of. Do you remember like back in the day when people had like all the perfumes on like a mirror?
Yep. Like
Just kidding. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. So like yeah, like she had like 3 super sized mirrors full of perfume.
Did she wear them?
No, they had so much dust on them.
Maybe they made her feel fancy.
I don't know, but really you need 3 mirrors full. So that's why I think about garage sales. Now, I would like to have a garage sale before we go on a little summer trip to get some extra cash money. Because I have some stuff around here, I'm like, I could sell that for a couple bucks. Even if I make like $200.
Yeah.
Is that a lot for a garage sale? Or is that reasonably priced?
I think that's a reasonable item price for things. Depends on how much you have.
I'm going to
though.
mark everything $200.
I think that sometimes that's the way you go. You do like this table's $5, this table's $2. You just
But then
don't.
how do you know when they bring it to you?
You just watch them. You have security.
I need to get some security.
Yeah.
We had to do that.
I
We had to pick a
have
date
a lot
in
of
July.
stuff because Audrey helped me paint my house. My
That was
living
fun. My
room,
body hurts so bad.
real bad. And the kitchen, and then I started the basement bar area, which I'd like to make into a little bourbon-y bar area.
That's
I got
gotta
some new
be-
stools on Marketplace.
Oh, you
so that's the thing.
did.
That's the thing, though. I think garage sales have been replaced by Facebook Marketplace.
I know, but seriously, with Marketplace, you're like,
Kevin's on that thing all the time. He just
I'm-
got his new air conditioner.
I know, but like,
Him and I both. He never
I'm not-
says anything when I say I found something on Marketplace.
I'm not going to sell my.
Oh.
You're not supposed to chew on the glass. That is too. That's going to break in your mouth.
Maybe
it's not going
ice.
to give you a snip. Yeah, but then ice does
Not
other
good for
weird
your belly.
stuff.
Yeah.
No, so here's my thing.
Okay.
I just lost my train of thought.
I'm
not going to sell.
Marketplace.
Yeah, I'm not going to sell my 12-pack of baby mini cheesecake things on Marketplace.
Wasn't there a
and have
used
somebody
packet
come
of wipes
here.
or something you saw? that you
Yes.
sent me?
No, it wasn't wipes. It was a used packet of dryer sheets that didn't quite work out for them.
So gross.
Yeah. What else have you seen that people are trying to sell? Do it in the comments.
Yeah. Oh,
Like
you
a
mean
used
weird stuff?
lollipop.
Weird. There was one time I saw like it was like a cat thing, and it was all like scratched up and gross and nasty.
Hey, here's some used underwear. They're clean.
Yeah,
but
I feel like animal things could be weird because if you have an animal, then it's a weird thing.
I have a really hard time bringing anything upholstered or fabric
Yeah.
into my house from a. Was that your stomach?
I don't know.
Do you need a fart walk?
No, I'm good.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay.
I have a hard time bringing fabric into my house from not new because
Something you couldn't wash or like
Yeah.
wash and dry.
Yeah. I'm not gonna like pick up a sofa
I love
on
to
the
go
corner.
thrifting, like thrift store.
Yeah.
And
That's
on
not my gig
Wednesdays
either.
at the Goodwill, you get a discount if you're in healthcare. So I just bring my badge from my old job.
You're really working the system.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, so we'll let you guys know when we have our garage sale. Maybe we could do we always keep teasing
Mine's a
that
lot
we're
of
going
home
to do
decor.
on the go. Yeah, that's good. I think people
I know,
like
we
that.
haven't done one in a minute.
Yeah, we had to do that. We said we're going to do it this weekend, and then we're going to do a coffee thing.
And we
haven't done it. But we're checking stuff off our to-do list,
Yeah,
so that's good.
we are. Good.
All right, can I tell you one thing that I'm watching I watched on Netflix that was really inspirational for me?
Oh, yes. Yes.
It's called A Rich Life by some guy. I can't remember his name right now.
Ram it.
Ramit. No, Ramit. Ramit.
Depends on how you say it. The same word.
Where the emphasis is.
Yeah.
And it's really good. It kind of talks about how, as a society and as a culture, people aren't really trained on how to like personal budget stuff or manage your personal finances. And so he just kind of talks through some things. And unlike the other guy who like makes you feel guilty AF.
DR.
Like if
those people are DR people, aren't they?
Yeah, but we don't point.
Oh, sorry.
If just kidding. Like if you're in debt, you should never be inside the interior of a restaurant until you're out of debt. Well, you know what? That could take a while for
What's the other girl, Susie Orman?
Yeah, she's kind of the same way.
Have you heard her talk about coffee?
Yes.
Paying for coffee. I think maybe I sent it to you.
Yeah. And I get it. Like, sure. But here's the thing. Like, I was never taught how to budget. We barely had any money. So anyways, I feel like
there's the budget.
Yeah.
Negative.
My mom used to track everything she spent, and she would track it down to like 10 cents for a pack of gum because she was just trying to see where her money went. I'm like, 10 cents? You're tracking 10 cents?
Ever did that.
Yeah. So anyways, it's really cool. And I feel like at my age, it's probably time to learn how to, enhance my finances a little. So it's kind of interesting to see the people that are on there. So we follow certain people and like what they're doing and how to do things better. And the thing he
doesn't shame them.
No, but he gives them options. He's like, hey, if you do option A, this could be the result. If you do option B, here's the result. Option C, like, you let me know what you choose. So I'd highly recommend it.
It's kind of like parenting and punishing and stuff. If you give them more of a iron fist, you're going to not get a great response. But if you're like, hey, these are your options, this is the direction you can go in, I think people probably are more receptive to that. No one wants to be told what to do.
No, I don't.
I for sure do not.
I don't. I get real feisty when somebody says, don't do that. And I'm like, screw it, I'm going to go do it even twice as much.
I'm going to really do it.
I'm going to really do it.
Yeah. So shut up, Karen. I had a funny email today at work. Speaking of Karens, the person's name was spelled so weird that after it, she put in parentheses, pronounced Karen. Like the normal spelling, like Karen.
Really?
Yes. It was like Coryn.
Corinne.
It was weird, but then after said, you know how people do that in their email sign where it says the pronunciation if their name's weird?
Mine says, odds, pronounced, your queen.
Okay.
Your Highness.
Mine says, thank you, have a good day.
We did just finish watching Game of Thrones. I know people were really upset about the ending like 900 years ago when it ended, but I didn't hate it.
And you started watching House of Dragon, which I said in the other episode. I have already watched that.
Now, did KK like House of Dragon?
He didn't watch it.
Oh, because
I watched it myself.
All by yourself?
Yeah.
Because if he liked that, then Game of Thrones would totally be...
No, he did not. We watched... What did we watch this week?
You watched the Cowboy Show. We need to get to a dude ranch. Mickey B.
Family Dynasty or something. It's a bunch of hot cowboys in real life.
Can you chew on them? Do they have leather belts you can chew on to
They do.
strengthen your jaw?
They look real cute.
Maybe that's why horses have such... Because they're always chewing on a...
Bridle? It's called a bridle. Yeah.
Maybe I need to do one of those.
Maybe not.
Maybe that would send a different message than what my image I'm trying to send out there.
We also watched the program about the bad kid program school. I don't remember what that one was on. Netflix, maybe? Yeah. And the 6 Schizophrenic Brothers.
Yeah, you told me about that.
That was a bad one.
Yeah.
That's on Max. So watch that if you
I watched that one too. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
It makes me
Mental
wonder...
health is a very important...
It actually, when I was reading that, it made me wonder if somebody in my family actually had that and nobody knew because of their behavior. And I'm like, it was just so erratic and aggressive that it couldn't have just been
It wasn't like substances or stuff?
I mean, maybe, but...
That nurtured it?
Not to that extent.
Yeah.
So... I'm going to do a little
Well, if you're interested, check those out.
Yeah, I thought that was good too. It's always interesting to learn about that stuff.
Yeah.
So
You got anything else?
No, that's all I got. Like, I feel like this was a pretty down. You had to save something for after hours.
I have 2 things on here for after hours.
Okay. That was really weird.
What?
Speaking of multiple personalities.
On?
No. Yeah, I
What do
feel
we
like
have
this was just
coming
down
up?
and dirty. The 4th of July
Oh, yeah.
was coming up.
You guys are doing some fun stuff.
Yeah. We're
What
doing
were you-
more baseball. No, I was going to say, the last podcast, we were talking about doing a historic mansion tour.
Oh, yeah.
And
We're
you
gonna
want to
do
talk
that on
about
Sunday.
taking action. Yeah. And you know what's really funny? Like, when we say we're going to do something, it's almost like it's infectious, and other people are like, well, I've never done that. I want to come.
Yep.
And so now we have a group of, I think, 6.
Oh, okay. Are all my people in?
I think so.
Okay.
I mean, they were at the Twins game, but we'll have to confirm that
Really?
after the fact.
Did we invite T? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good.
So anyways, I think that's going to be fun. And then, yes, on 4th of July, we're going to our minor... Where we live in Minnesota, we have every sport
We have
possible.
everything.
Every men's sport, every women's
The
sport.
Lynx are doing good right now. They're 5 in a row. They just won their 5th game in a row. And they did a big celebration for Juneteenth last night.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was.
That's awesome.
I saw it on the news.
Nice.
Yep.
And then, yeah, so we're going to do another baseball game, but minor league. And then they have fireworks at the end.
Nice.
And I'm going to get ice cream out of a little hat. Like that. You know, the
Yeah,
helmet?
I saw that. It was melting like
Where you
crazy
hold
for
it like
people
that, and then you're...
at the Twins game because it was so hot.
And then at the end, you, like, wash it in the bathroom, and then you wear it around like that.
You can wear it on here then.
Yeah, I'll wear it on here. I'll put it in between my clips.
Perfect. I can't wait.
Looks like I have horns.
It does.
Well, it's better than what I looked like earlier today with my
Your
hair
grandma?
back. Yes. I love my grandma like 100%. But
What's
when
her
I...
name?
Grandma Mary.
Mary.
Mary. When I pull my hair back, I look like my grandma. I feel like everybody else is like, no, I don't think you do. But yeah, I do. And then my hair's getting gray. Oh, I was going to ask you, do you think I should grow my gray hair out?
Katie that I used to work with.
Yeah.
Hi, Katie. I don't know if she's going to watch. I did share this with her. But she was saying someone at our old job she's young, just turned 40, and she grew all of her hair out and it's gray, and she said it looks great.
I just don't know if I have the right gray for it. I colored all this in.
It's hard because you won't know until you do it.
I know, but then how do I manage that?
It's going to look ugly.
Ugh.
It's going to look ugly for a minute.
I don't
But
wanna
remember
look
when we
ugly.
told Feed, you just got to get through the ugly.
I know, but the ugly's gonna take a long time.
Do you think so?
You don't think so?
Your hair grows kind of fast. How much is that covered up? Like this right here?
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna take a good couple years. I just don't think I'm ready.
Because when did your mom's hair go all
Let the
gray?
viewers
Or is
know.
she not all gray? Does she still color it a little?
No.
Okay, because
she's
she
all gray.
used to put some like... Mm-hmm. How old was she?
I don't know. 965.
Was she a vampire?
No, I think she's probably in her 50s.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll
I
see.
will never.
You never will. See,
No.
look at all that.
Yeah.
But it's not ugly.
No, it's not at all. Do you want to just cut it really short?
Nope.
I think I wonder if you could find just like a rinse or something like a temporary rinse like the old gals use, like the old, when you go in and get your hair done on a weekly basis, they just put a rinse in.
Yeah.
And then that would keep it from being, maybe you could do that. I don't know.
All right. Well, you're
Consult
the
a
expert.
professional.
You are a professional.
Not anymore.
All right. Well, cheers. We'll see. Maybe I'll stay gray. Maybe I won't.
Here's to being old.
I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a rabbit and a hat and a...
I think you missed, I wish I had a girl I could call her.
Oh. I wish I had a rabbit and a hat with and a six... if you know it, let us know.
If you know, you know. Okay, what are you
All
going
right.
to say to the
Well,
people?
be brave and try something new. Mm-hmm. And just keep working your action list and your jaw.
Work the program.
Work your jaw.
Oh, yeah. Get
I'm gonna-
snatched.
Bye.